Hi! Today I'm going to tell you about monarch butterflies while drawing a monarch butterfly, and also mostly flowers. Before I started learning about monarch butterflies, I knew about the same amount as everyone else. They're one of those popular pollinators in North America, but all I knew was that they did a great migration across the country and that they're a really important pollinator. And that's it. And one of the things that I was most confused about is how exactly the butterfly life cycle worked, as far as, is it one butterfly that does the entire migration? Is it like one generation per year? I didn't really understand that. So I was looking into it more, and it turns out there's actually a lot of generations in 1 year. There's multiple that happen during the summer that are all relatively short. And then during those generations, they move a small part of the migration further northeast, each generation doing a bit more. But then the very last generation of the year will then fly the entire way back. And they live quite a bit longer. They live 6 to 8 months as opposed to 1 month for the summer ones. And they fly that entire way and then kind of hibernate over the winter. And during hibernation, what they normally do is just sit on tree branches and live off the nectar and the milkweed that they ate as a caterpillar or a butterfly in their summer home. And then they will sometimes fly during a warm day in their winter home and get some water, warm their wings, but mostly they're just sitting on trees, not moving, just waiting until it's summertime again. And then once it starts getting warmer, they start flying back up northeast and lay their eggs and then die shortly after. And then each generation just flies a little bit more northeast. And another cool thing that I learned was that apparently, so milkweed is a toxic plant, and because monarch caterpillars eat milkweed, they'll accumulate that toxin in their bodies, which protects them from predators. And that toxin stays in their bodies through the chrysalis phase and through the butterfly phase, protecting them throughout their entire lifetime. Oh, and another cool thing I learned is because they exclusively eat milkweed, and there's different milkweed species across the country that are very specific to the region, you can track where a butterfly came from based on the composition in their bodies. So the way that they tracked that there was multiple populations of monarch in the east and west coast that stayed somewhat separate is because they took samples from butterflies in the hibernating grounds and could trace back where they came from based on the milkweed essence, I guess, still in their body, and saw that there were distinct populations, that the butterflies on the east coast all migrate to Mexico, and the populations on the west coast all migrate to California, with some individuals crossing over and mixing the populations. And I've just been so interested in all this butterfly facts that I've been learning that I just wanted to put in a video, but I recently first saw a monarch butterfly out in the wild, and I have about 5 seconds of footage, so I hope you enjoyed this random video of me drawing a butterfly, so you have something to look at while I just tell you the things that I've learned about them.